Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to a monumental Monday, a Monday where we are always moving forward. Each step of the way counts, no matter, even if it is a drop, it counts because when you collect all the drops, now it becomes huge, then it is ready to get into the ocean, which is where we are moving to. So thank you guys so much for coming here. I am believing that all of us had a wonderful weekend. I did, and I know you all did as well because you are here. Even if you're not here, you're busy with other things. That means that the weekend went well. We are all alive. What we do with this life is then left for us, but we here have chosen through Mr. Ash Mufara to carry the spirit of uplifting humanity to all corners of the globe, with our children, young people, and women in the center. Thank you guys so much again. And let us know how your weekend went. And if you have anything that you want us to take a look at or you want us to talk about, okay, bring it up here. But let it be geared towards uplifting our children, young people, and women, and nothing else from that. Please let us do that. That is so, so important. We are here as mantles of hope to the world, and we are bent on doing what God has called us to do. Yay! Melanie is here. We were waiting.
We made it. We made it.
That's Melanie. After a long time, it's like some part of us, you know. So thank you so much again. And this week we're going to climb higher and better. And this is how it goes because things are really getting better at the background. Some of the things I can't even explain, but it's only God who knows why things are happening the way that they are happening. But when this foundation has been built upon that rock, nothing can ever shake in it. So thank you guys again. And welcome, Melanie, again. We appreciate you for what you're doing in Rwanda with the women and children, and continue to do it. Like I say, if you don't have that time to come here, we know that you're busy on ground. And I know that people who are on ground, they are even doing the most work than those of us who are on screen here. Because I go both ways. I do it here and I still do it on grounds as well. I know what it takes. And Sister Yvonne can testify because she does a lot behind the scene to support children and women. We all know how much it takes. A lot of brain work, a lot of physical work, a lot of other things, a lot of sacrifices for on our own part to do it because it calls for sacrifices. It entails sacrifices. So thank you. And we're going to always begin our week with a powerful prayer because there is nothing that we can do without summoning the spirit of Almighty God that it will go well. So it's so, so, so important that we always do this, covering ourselves, covering our children, really invoking the spirit of our ancestors through Almighty God to intervene on behalf of these children that are going hungry, that are running from things that are pitted against them, from a lot of other things that are not able to go to school, that don't even know where to turn to, that are on the streets because they don't have a mom, they don't have a father, they don't have a home. This is so important that we come together to do this and do it, really do it authentically from our heart, not just say, let me just know. We are really doing it, sacrificing whatever it takes to do this so that when we leave, we'll leave this world a better place for all our children to be. So, anyhow that you want, prayer is different. It can be watching your leg right now. It can be doing, oh, wow, the two twins are here. Two twins. How beautiful is that? Two twins times 4. You can shake in this kind of foundation. 2 Yvonne's, 2 Melanies. You can try it, right? So let us bow down any way that you can. You can just open your eyes. You know what you're doing to yourself. We're not talking about any religion here. We're not talking about any other thing, but we're talking about the Creator that created us and blessed us with these children. If we don't dedicate and commit and submit everything into His hands, we cannot get anywhere. So let us bow down our heads and commit this week into God's hands. So, divine Creator, in whose wisdom and love we place our trust, we come together as one global movement, united in purpose and in heart. Guide us as we invest in the gift of peace, knowing that every step toward harmony is a promise of hope for each child, each woman, and each young person around the world. We ask for your blessing upon our actions, that they may sow seeds of unity, understanding, and compassion. May these seeds grow into dreams fulfilled, futures bright, and lives free from the fear of hunger, illiteracy, and poverty for all young people, children, and women worldwide. Let our dedication to peace become a source of strength, uplifting all who seek freedom, joy, and opportunity. In our shared humanity, Lord, may we always remember that when we nurture peace, we nurture the sacred dreams you've placed within every soul, every child, every woman, and every young person. Strengthen our resolve to stand for justice, to learn a hand of kindness, and to embrace one another in love. When we invest in peace, we create a world where every dream can find its wings to soar. These we ask in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, Melanie,
Amen.
we're going to hear from you. It's your day. Melanie from Rwanda. Let me differentiate it now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Maybe it is the remarks. Is it a remarks I'm giving because I'm late?
That's
But
okay. Whatever you can say it. We all will cover. It's a discussion. So let's just go.
yes, yes. So this topic was very important for me when I saw it. I saw it in different topics actually. It includes many topics in it. Dreams with children, investing in children. So there are so many topics within one topic here. So when I looked at it, I saw that the statement, when we invest in peace, we invest in the dream of every child. That means that peace is essential for children to grow up healthy, educated, protected, and respected. And that investing in peace helps children reach their full potential. It's very important to invest in children. And the most valuable investment we can make is our children's education.
Yes.
You have said it. When we raise our children, we have to raise godly children.
Mm-hmm.
When children are godly children, they will look far. They will look far. They will understand things. They will grow knowing the world they are growing in. They will know the environment. Today's environment is corrupted. Our children are abused. They are also corrupted. There is hunger. There is so many things outside here that does not allow our children to grow in the normal way. Mm-hmm. So the most valuable investment we can make is our children's education. And when we make education, when we make the education a priority, we give our children the opportunity to learn at higher levels that can allow them to pursue and reach their dreams. It's very, very important. So we know that children faces many challenges in this world today, including war, famine, poverty, natural disaster. They face all those problems. And we know that the UN organization, which is UNICEF, is a child organization that works to keep children safe and healthy. And this organization is over around 190 countries and territories. But today, when I look at what One Global Movement is doing, I have quite hope that God is with us. And I wish that we will fight so much such as we can do wonders, even far beyond what this organization is doing for children today. And I have quite hope that together we'll reach far with God's grace. Yes. We do wonders with God's grace. Because if I look at women who are in this organization, One Global Movement, you are really compassionate women and women of love. And we invite all women in this organization to have the same dreams. Without positive dreams, we cannot drive our children anywhere because it will start from us. If we are positive, we'll give them an education that will draw them to really be positive towards what is waiting them today. Because if we talk about dreams, we talk about plans, we talk about education that can help children to reach those dreams. We talk about setting goals. We talk about making plans, implementing them, providing mentorship. All those is something that we need to teach to our children if we need them to be better people, because those are managers of tomorrow. Those are leaders of tomorrow. Those are people we expect to lead the world in the positive manner.
Yes.
So I call each and everyone, even the panel, the audience who are listening to this topic today, everyone has the role to play for our children worldwide. And I'm very happy to see Melanie Mukamugema today. And all of you, it was quite long without appearing here. But I love One Global Movement, and I pray for One Global Movement. Because what you are doing, you ladies, today, I don't know that if the audience can evaluate, can understand the value that we have to put in this movement. It has to start within us, within our hearts. And without love, we cannot do anything. Because that's what God even asks us. These children are the heritage, are the gift from God. How do we raise them? We have to raise them such as they will be productive tomorrow, and they will be there to reach to their dreams. They will be there to govern the world, to bring the world where we want it to be. Even though we cannot, I'm sorry, I'm not bringing religious things here, because we are with different background in religion, but where the world is going today is not good. That's why you have to be very careful. We have to awake and to know how to drive our children in the world today.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on, ladies, get in. This is so, so beautiful. Thank you so much, as always.
Thank you so much. Yes. You know, I'll just go, because peace is the basics that we have to provide for our young people, right? Because nothing thrives in chaos. It just doesn't happen. So that's the minimum of what we should have, is peace, so that they can have a firm foundation to thrive and to flourish and fulfill that potential we're talking about. Those things, education and healthcare and economic opportunity and social harmony, those things come from having peace. When you're running for your life, you can't have that. And so with all the wars, and the wars are driven by the need for power, for the powers that be. So back down to the grassroots, we must find a way of having peace around the world as much as we can get it.
Yes.
Because it seems as if we won't have it entirely, but if we can minimize the effort of it, prayer and finding ways to collaborate. It's so sad that we have so much that could make this world the paradise it's meant to be. The resources are not depleted. They're mismanaged, but not depleted. And who are suffering? The children. They're people who are disenfranchised. And it's because of this need for power. That's all it is, the corruption. So it's a good prayer, and I think we should all lean in that direction, whoever we pray to. I pray to Jehovah God, to Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. Okay, I'm not ashamed of saying that. But whoever you pray, peace is peace, and that's what we're looking for. And then we have to put our hands, in one global movement and do what we can one by one in our little corner until we meet in the middle. That's what I see coming from this. But the children deserve better than that, and they're relying on us to do it, because we created this, not individually, but our generation and the forefathers. This is what we've left for them or brought them to, and we have to clean it up.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're waiting for the other twin sister, Melanie.
Yeah, M&M. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
I believe in a peaceful world, and Sister Yvonne always mentioned, where you have a child who's hungry, that child can be angry, but not because they're angry by accident. They're angry because they have no food. Even when I'm not fed, I feel a bit edgy, and it's almost like I take it out on someone else. So
Yeah.
I can understand where there is no peace, all right, when it comes to basic needs, it's fragile. So we do have to create a sustainable economy for our children because, like I'll quote the Bible, suffer not the little ones, and let them come unto me, and who will not make them suffer? It's us. We as the cornerstone of this world, because we are in this world for a while. We don't know how long, but there's a cornerstone. The cornerstone should be peace, love, togetherness. And if we don't come together as one body to provide the basic needs, sometimes it breaks my heart when I have so much. I'm looking around in my room and elsewhere, and I have so much. Even if I don't have the $1 million, but I'm like I was saying yesterday to myself, look at all these things we put money on when we can use it to feed someone else. So as I said, I'm trimming and I'm thinking of children because they're vulnerable. They're the young ones. And we have grown, but we need to sustain them in such a way all over the globe, in such a way where we know that their basic needs are met. We have to bring them together with smiles. I mean, look at those nice little children in, like I will say, my country of Africa, because I came from there. When they are dancing, they're dancing away. They have nothing much, some of them, but they're dancing, they're happy. Think of us giving them something more than they have. They will be leaping for joy. So, yes, peace is from the inner side of us. And we bring out that peace with love. And the love we have, we pour it into a future for children where they're healthy, they're fed, they're educated, and then they can laugh and play as much as they can because they're children. And that's what they need, basic stuff from us. So it's not too hard, fetch, for us to do. It's not too hard. I know Sister Yvonne probably doesn't want me to say it now, but we spoke about that, Sister Yvonne. I have started that thing online where I'm sharing it out, but I have started, even if anybody has not pointed, but I'm doing something. Every month, I will put something small into it and let it grow
Yes.
because this is coming from the heart. And then I'll encourage other people when everything goes together with Sister Yvonne and the whole umbrella. Then I will say, okay, this is my contribution, not just from me, but the part that I have, done on my side. What good it is for us to store up riches. And I'm saying that with water in my heart because I've seen so many people gathering things and things. And there are people hungry. There are children who need, why? So we have to do something. And we already started it, Sister Yvonne. I'm happy to see what you're doing with the farms and everything else. And I'm doing my due diligence over in Canada. I'm sure Sister Yvonne and Melanie, my team from another mother, is doing her stuff. So yeah, we will get there. Inch by inch, they said every day is a cinch. So we are doing it and we'll get there by God's grace because He knows our heart and He knows where we are going. And that's my peace.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Together breeds power. And when we get that power, we breed knowledge. When we get that knowledge, we take action. When we take action, things begin to happen. And this is exactly what we are doing here. And we've been doing it. And it can only get better and better. M&M, thank you so much. I'll be calling you guys M&M. And Y and Y. Thank you guys so much for your contribution. I am a cry baby. Whatever you guys are saying, I cry in happiness because I'm happy, not because of any sadness, because this is exactly the dawn of the day that my grandmother said the mantle of hope would take flight to women and children in the world, and not by myself, but by powerful women like you, mothers that are out for children, not just their own children, but other children. And I want to say here that, ladies and gentlemen, Peace is not the absence of war, like my sisters already said. Peace is not the absence of war, but the presence of opportunities for children, for women, and young people to thrive. And how do they thrive? By us.
Sorry about that.
All of us here doing something little by little, like one of the M says, little by little, cinch by cinch, we will do it. We cannot talk about doing something without starting it right now. You take a leap of faith. Don't say I have to wait until everything comes together before I can start. Just do it. There is something about just taking a leap of faith, just jumping. You jump, you don't know where you're going to fall, but more than 100% plus, you're going to land on fertile grounds because you've started. And thank you so much, Melanie, for talking about, don't worry, it's the age of technology. So for talking about the farming thing, is not something that I want to do, but how do you talk about helping a child without feeding that child?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you mentioned, we always say here, a hungry person is an angry person. A hungry child is an angry child. When your stomach is grinding, it's grumbling, and you can't do anything, are you going to be able to think right?
No.
Think right. And eating in this case, eating the right kind of food, healthy food. And when you jump, I took a jump. I didn't know what I was doing, but when you took that jump, this space just opened out for you. And this is what is happening now. Now I get to visit West Women Environmental Institute. Now I did not know. I thought I was going there to learn from them. But they said you probably know too much, because I was taught by a grandmother and a mother to nurture things. Because I went there, I see the way they were nurturing things. It was not right. And so I decided to volunteer to help them. And now they have other resources that I don't have. And they know how I can get to those resources because of one global movement. And together, little by little, in your own corner, your own, we bring these things together. Like our ladies are saying here, there is nothing that we cannot do. And education is the number one part of everything. You cannot feed a child without educating that child on how to get the food. You can go get all the classroom education. What are you teaching your child to do with that classroom education? Remember, education is not all about going to sit in an office and put on a tie and wear a coat. No, you have to get, remember, gold, precious metal, they come from dirt. Because we were made out of dirt, and unto dirt we shall return. We're not talking about religion, but those are the truth of nature. Those are the truth of nature that somebody like me and all of my sisters here that I know we were raised with. And this is what we're going to take to raise our children. Focus on the importance of education as a tool. As a tool to help these children eliminate poverty, ignorance, and the inequality that exists around us.
I want to say something when you finish, sister.
Okay. So we're talking about here the peace of hunger, the peace of making sure that a child eats, the peace of education. If a child does not have an education, how do you expect that child to grow? How do you expect that child to be happy? How do you expect that child to even run away, to know how to run away from things that are chasing them down? How do we expect that? We have to teach them the resources, the ways to do certain things, how to speak, how to communicate with people. And then we're talking about poverty. The piece of building generational wealth. There are so many ways that we can help these children build generational wealth. And you can never build generational wealth without agriculture, without education. Without generational wealth, which comes in different funnels, which I'm so grateful that we all here. You see these powerful women here, plus the other ones that are not here. They have them. They have it within them. It is for us to accept it and say, you know what? We want to bring peace to ourselves and therefore peace to our children without discrimination. We want to include every child. We want every child to count, no matter their ability or disability. We want to reach out to every child, regardless of their language barriers, and it is going to be done. And thank God that Mr. Ash Mufara is building this one, not one global more, this on so that we can do it even better, because that is the basis and the foundation of unperceived, championed by Mr. Ash Mufara, and we must never forget that. We must never ever forget that. And thank you so much, Sister Yvonne. Go ahead and say something.
So you were stressing education, and I just wanted to just say that we don't want the education that they're promulgating or that they're pushing here right now. We want to really change that, because we don't want the children to come out the same way as the last generation, thinking that it's a dog-eat-dog world and you have to grab from one another. We want a more ethical, kinder look at educating the brain, right? The mindset, so that the children can know that every person is equal.
Yes.
Every single person has value. Yes. You don't have to say over here is better than over there. Nobody is better than anybody. I mean, education is all about broadening the mind.
Yes.
Right? So that is how peace will be achieved and sustained. Right? We have to realize that we're all in this together. Nobody is atop of anybody, as no matter how it seems. And that is what we have to do away with. I don't know how we're going to do that, but if we have the intention, there will be a way. The children, Sister Mundih already has a kind of idea about how to educate the children. I think I sent you that link, and I think you have it aware somewhere. We want it to be a more inclusive and holistic idea that everybody has a part to play on this earth, right? There's no need for anybody to be handing down anything to anybody. We are all equally capable, given the opportunity to make our way, because we all came with a reason and a plan to do something by the Creator.
Yes.
If we can get to that point, what a world this would be.
Yes.
You know, so thank you, sister. I just wanted to stress that.
Yes,
we're not saying go get those PhD and MBAs, and nothing is wrong with those, but the way they're being used and handed out, I'm above you, you're above. No.
Yep. And I'm really so glad that you talk about that, and we will keep emphasizing on that. Like I've said before so many times, a PhD without moral values, a PhD without a heart to help a child that is in need, a PhD without knowing that what somebody is going through, it can be your turn to someday. A PhD that says, why do I have so much? Like Sister Melanie said, I look around me and I see that I have too much. That's what I do. I didn't used to repeat clothing. I used to be so fed up with my clothes and shoes that every week I want to buy. And then I stopped and I said, no more. And I'm repeating my things. Some of the things, they are still as new as maybe I bought it just yesterday. Repeating those things, because we can do something. Education should never, ever be something that somebody takes to barrage the face of others because of education comes from within, authentic education from within with moral values. PhD, you can have the 10 PhDs in the world. I have my uncle, he has 3 PhDs, but he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's my uncle, you know, he is my uncle. And so education, whether in your language, of course, it should be in your language. It should be in your way of life, your values, your cultural values, so that when you educate people this way, now you begin to teach them how to eat, food sovereignty, which we are going to talk about according to their environment, how to educate them according to their environment, and they will begin to prosper according to their environment, not one size fits all, the kind of education that is propagated in the world. We don't want that. The time and the world, the technology is here for us to be able to do this, and not just do it through online. We're going to be traveling here in One Global Movement, getting to these children. Do you realize that there are some children that have never been hugged since they were born? Do you realize that there are some children that nobody has ever told them that I love you? Do you realize that there are children, thousands, that are in the world that don't have parents? Do you know that? And do you realize that children are being abused, even in adopted homes in the world? Different ways. We need to consider this. Those of us who say, yes, I can do this. Do we know everything? No. But when we come together, we are learning from one another because we come from different backgrounds, because that's the way God meant it to be. You learn from this one learn from this one, and together we put things in peace that will get to these children. Children don't trust the world now because of what has happened to them. And we in One Global Movement here, we want to do in such a way that it will begin to bring that trust. We want to do it like never before seen in the world. And so long as I'm here, that's exactly what I am going to do. And I know that you guys are going to do the same. So thank you so much. Okay, go ahead. Anybody wants to say something, please?
Okay, I'm gonna say more. I love that topic, Sister Yvonne. Thank you. Um, you know, Sister Yvonne Finn, and both Sister Yvonne, Eve,
Why
we
and
start
why?
doubles. Okay. So yeah, the way to peace, like we said, is from the heart. Okay. So we're growing up as children, and in school we know to have school gardens, whether it's vegetable, flower gardens, or even little medical plants, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I see how the system works. It's percentage. It's good to have a percentage, but to me, knowledge overrides that percentage, because when you have knowledge, you have peace.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge doesn't take a degree for you to do better and know better. Knowledge brings love. Knowledge, because you have so much that you can sustain in you and bring it out to others. And this is how I see the world. We are put in a
Right.
box so many times, evaluated and evaluated, and pressed down. No, no, no. This is not what our Heavenly Father intended.
No, it's
We
not.
have free will. We are not born as slaves. We are free. Our children should be the same.
Yes,
Wherever we go, we should have land.
yes.
This is God's land. This is not man's land. Although they put a number and a stamp on us that we have a certain region to reach, a certain commodity, a certain thing, that no, no, no. We have to ask for it. They said, seek, right? Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. All right? And so we have to do our due diligence, like I said. Sister Yvonne, we follow her lead because she's already doing that. And I'm sure Sister Yvonne is doing, Melanie is doing it, and so am I. So I don't care how the world will turn me down or whoever will turn me, I'll keep trying. I
Yes.
have to keep trying because I'm living this life and I'm seeing how it's going. And all they can tell me is yes or no. They will not kill me.
Yep.
Yes or no. So we have to get somewhere, because there's ways to have children. Again, the flower garden, build a rabbit coop. Rabbit is good meat. I don't eat it, but other people loves rabbit stew.
Yes.
And you can show them how to wire a cube. It is a cube. Help me out. A cube,
A coop.
rabbit cube.
Chicken
Right.
coop. Yes.
Right, the cube, where they multiply and that can serve children as meat. So we educate them in those ways. So they have a skill, they have the education, and they still have their grade and they're fed, things like that. We show them how to build like a reservoir, like where there's a little stream. Show them how water comes and put in some pipeline, whatever it is that takes them and it draws water. So they'll know, okay, this is how this thing works. We don't have to travel that mile or how many miles in the mud and then scrape out the water that is not good for us. Things like that. So this is the peace we extend from hand to hand with each other, from heart to heart, to around wherever we are in our neighborhood and around the rest of the world.
Yes.
It says in the Bible, go to all of Samaria, right? That was the disciples that were told that, and preach. But the preaching is not just preaching words. Preaching is taking action. And we do the same, except that in action, wherever we are. We can reach a child. Do you know $50 Canadian? I'm speaking on the Canadian side. If I send it to the Philippines, and I'm saying that I can attest, I won't say what I did because I don't like doing that. But if you send it to, for example, the Philippines, that can feed a whole set of children, you know?
Yes.
And they're happy, they have smiles. In Africa, the same way. So if we have US, whatever amount, we are waiting for a big pile. The apples will come, but it may not come soon enough. So why don't we start somewhere? Do something, put something out. We are waiting for big amounts. Start with small amounts, and then we'll get somewhere. And
Yep.
this is what I want to extend as well, Sister Yvonne. Maybe I'm repeating myself, but
No,
I'm
you
bringing
know,
a
repetition
different.
is good. A repetition is very good here. You cannot raise a child without repeating. I like repetition myself because remember that all the things that we are discussing here from the beginning, and it's going to be the end. A lot of the things are set in stones. And those are the things that we say we are repeating because we have to. When you're raising a child, you're saying something, the child is playing, the child is anxious to go do something, and you think they're not listening. They were focusing on something, but they were listening. Later on, you see that child doing that thing. You'll be like, oh, I didn't know that they were listening. We have
Yes, yeah.
and I'm so glad that he says, do something, start something, no matter how small. $50 American dollars is a lot of money in Africa.
Yes.
The One Global Movement Chicken Program, I will show you guys the buildings that have been erected. The One Global Movement Chicken Program is $20 that I give for 5 chicks.
Wow.
Yeah.
And $20 will buy feed and the little chicks for 3 months. And they will raise them, they will sell them within 3 months, and you open them a bank account. That is the beginning of building generational wealth. You open their bank account in the best banks in the world where they can access it from anywhere in the world. And
Yes.
$50 is a lot. And we're not just doing the 5 chicks per child program because raising chicks might not be a thing for every child. And some of the parents don't have a space for that.
That, yeah.
Some of the children, they are close to where we are building the One Global Movement property, so they can do it there. And but they can do little businesses. They can sell water during the weekend. And when we are doing this, they're not just there to fatten their bank account. They are already learning how to build wealth, how to be self-sufficient and self-independent through business, through other forms. Or some can even go and sweep the homes of our older parents or grandparents in the village who don't have anybody. So we also pay them that way. They can also raise their money that way. But we want to make sure that the parents are involved and the money is kept safe until it gets to the amount that is required to open an account. So every little thing counts, Melanie.
Yes.
When we went to Women Environmental Institute, there were a lot of things there that we are going to be capitalizing on now. Even if you sell for $2, $3, $5, how do you get to $1 million? By starting with a penny. Do not minimize it. When you take your mind and your heart, you maximize it, then it will grow. It's you who is thinking it will grow. So I think we are doing a lot of great things here. Talk about the clean water supply. Who is writing checks to support organizations for clean water for children, and she's doing that too. Talk about Melanie. Melanie, I think she's doing too much in Rwanda. We need to hurry up some people out because we're talking. We need One Global Movement need land in Canada so that we will grow the crops organically. And I'm coming there. I'm not joking. So I'm glad that you guys are already there. We need that land in Rwanda so that these trucks will be hauling this food to these mothers and children. We need it everywhere. You said before, the world is a global village. The world is a global village. Nobody, according to creation, can disturb you from not owning land anywhere in the world. If you follow the rules and regulations, don't go there and think that you can seize land like some people seize land. Don't do that. You'll be in trouble. So we can do this little by little. We can do this. Think about just $50, $100. We come together. We say, we're owning this property here. We're owning this One Global Movement property here. We're not just owning it for One Global Movement. You have to make the supply. You have Melanie, I forgot the name of what you're doing in Rwanda. You have what you just registered in Canada. Esther has it. Sister Sharon, all of us here. We can do it. Let us be the kind of women that we were called for such a time as this, to transform and to change the lives of children worldwide, doing it brick and mortar, meeting these children at their point of need and gradually taking them to where they want to be so that they too can also in turn touch the hand of another child and begin to go with it. This is the kind of ripple effect that we are causing here. So I'm really so grateful for you guys' conversation.
Sister Yvonne, sorry, I don't mean to take over the conversation, but whilst you're talking of the subject on chicks, right? Can you maybe add a rooster in there so that when they become hens, they can lay eggs?
Yes, of course.
That's a source of income. You
Yes,
sell
yes,
eggs to the village,
yes.
and they themselves can eat the eggs as
Let
well.
me tell you guys what I'm doing here in my suburbs. You don't
Right.
know. Pictures will come. We are preparing right now. We are preparing space to raise chickens. And this father just gave us take this chicken coop. It's big, okay? You can raise more than 100 chickens, and another space you can start with the chicks and then you transfer it there. But we
Right.
can't do it now because Ngwe and I, we can't do it just two of us. So we're trying now to see those who can come from Africa or Cameroon who know how to do it the way we do it. Not the
Yes.
way that these people, some people do it. It's not a healthy way. They can
Right.
really do it the brick and mortar. They are coming. I would send you guys picture. You see me with a mask, cleaning the area, cleaning the
Oh,
area. This is what it takes because we got
yes,
to
I
do it.
know. I
Because
know.
if you don't do it, what about the people that are selling it? That's what they went through. And so we need to
Yes.
sit down
Yes.
to
Yes.
our
Yes.
knees and do the job instead of just talking, right? So that's
Yes.
what we are doing it. We can do it. And we're coming to Canada. You guys are
Yeah.
there. You guys are going to go there. If you
Yeah.
don't get your money and pay who is going to do it, not me, you guys do it.
I'm not afraid of smells because I deal with all cow mania, sheep
Uh-huh.
mania, whatever mania, and then the chicken mania is very good for the soil. But
Okay.
the one without the fertilizer stuff.
Well,
So
you guys start dreaming of when you're going to come here to see, really come physically to see what we are doing here or any other where in the world. And maybe in Rwanda, we are waiting for the chicken thing in Rwanda to start as well. And the seeds program, a lot of programs that these children and women need. I am sorry that we keep talking about children and women because when you educate one child, one woman, you feed a child, you feed one woman. These are the multipliers of society, and therefore all the men are included as well. So it's very important. So these children is not just girls; they are both boys and girls, and we got to do it that way because they're still going to end up together. Even though we
Yes.
might have to focus on the one that has more challenges than the other one, but it's all the same.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as you've always said, Sister Mundih, there's not one size fits all. Every area will need a little more of adjustment as
yeah.
of the adjustments that will need to be made in those areas. It's not a blanket fix, right? We just gonna go right in and say we know that there are in some cultures the girls are more disenfranchised than the boys. Come on, we are
Yes,
speaking honestly here. Even in North America, we can
yes,
have situations like those where women are told that you can't have that kind of a job or you should go have children and stay home. We still have that. It's not gone away. It
no,
might
it's
be a
not.
little bit less obvious here in North America, but it's still the prevailing idea, right?
Yep, yep,
So that's to say that wherever we go, we'll have to adjust what the situation needs. And if the girls are the ones who are not been going to school or whatever it is, then we address that.
yes,
Simple. Because we have the long view that everybody should end up, as you say, together and equal.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yep, yep. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I place emphasis where I come from. You know my story.
Yeah.
I was the one who has to go and marry at a very young age, of course, but
Yeah.
thank God for my grandmother. And
Amen.
it's still all over the same, even in this country. Even I'm not a political person. I don't talk politics, but if you see a woman running to be the head of state, they don't want that because we are women. Why? God created us, all of us, equally.
I
And we
know.
need to treat these children equally. And we need to, like you talked before about the mindset, we need to really erase this kind of mindset and
It's
put in place
narrow.
a mindset
It's
of
narrow. Yes.
equality, all inclusion, a mindset of peace, a mindset of knowing that I was born with greatness and that I can do anything that God has put in me to do. Even if I
Exactly.
fail today, like Melanie said, I will still do it. All I can do is to try, or all I can do is to say yes or no. And I mean exactly what I mean. They
Yeah.
said no to me several times, but I said, nope, I'm going to do it. I
You
said,
know, you shouldn't fail because of artificial barriers put in your way.
yes,
If you fail because you don't have the aptitude or the skill, that's a different story. But when you are failing because of artificial challenges purposely put in your way, like they say, women have to do things so many times better to be able to actually say that they can do the same job as the male. That is artificial. We don't know that until they've tried,
there you go.
you
There
know?
you go. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, this conversation is so sweet. You
Yes.
guys just keep coming, okay? Let us carry this. It's so beautiful. So now, thank you so much, our lady of the day, Melanie Mukamugema. Thank you so much, and
She was
thank
first
you.
in. Yes, Melanie.
She was the first person. Yes, thank you, our children's
Ambassador.
director. What can I call you? Every name you have it, because you're doing everything. So thank you so much, Sister Sharon, for the wonderful job that you're doing on here and behind the scene. We appreciate you. And one of our ambassadors' birthday is going to be tomorrow. Sister Sharon, I'm going to be sending you the picture so that we can do something. We need to celebrate our children.
Okay.
And she's already saying happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating their birthday today.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, everyone. Thank you. And we have our sister Maxie P. Smith. Thank you so much for your love and your support. And Didi Pork Dash, thank you so much, sir, for that strong pillar behind our children. And thank you to our consistent Mr. Ashok Kumar. Thank you so much, sir, for showing your tribute to Unpassive and to all of us here, the brand ambassadors. Thank you. And greetings, everyone, to the marvelous Monday edition of OGM. I hope your weekend was wonderful. And thank you for supporting OGM, where we speak with heart for our children worldwide. Mine was wonderful, but I slept. I was on the couch. I said,
that's what you needed. That's what you needed, yeah.
I will go and just, I ate at around 4 p.m. Then I came back. I'm like, oh, I felt so good. And I ask everybody to do that once in a while, okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, this is our link to go to the Facebook page to like and follow. Please let us contribute, because this is one of the funnels of resources that we are creating. If we all can do that, that would be so nice. Thank you. You're not going to pay any money to do that. Just go there and like and follow and encourage other people to do the same, please. We can do this. Thank you. And of course, our managing director is here and always saying hello to everyone here on One Global Movement. Thank you so much, John, for what you're doing. May God continue to guide, lead, protect, and give you the help that you need to always be with us here. And I saw the beautiful JJB Tin Man, how do you call that you sent? I was so happy. I posted it as well. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks to our beautiful sister Melanie. It's been a blessed week and more for her to be again and again. We thank God for this. Thank you so much. And I think we're going to end up being 2 each here on the panel. Okay?
Yes.
So, hey, folks, if you didn't listen earlier, definitely listen to Marty and Chris live. That was a few hours ago. They really break down just how well Unpassive is going to help us with for bills. Yes.
Yeah. Did you see the video, sister? It's in the, I think it's in the mother's group, so you can. Okay. I'll send it over to you.
Yeah. If you send it over to me, it's better. Thank you.
I will. Never mind. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay, it says not only bills, but many expenses. They also have an update. They spoke with Ash on the phone. So listen to their live and get the latest update from Mr.
Okay, Ash. There you go. So I'll definitely find it and send it to you.
Thank you. And thank you, Yvonne. I have made many videos, but I'm just starting to utilize YouTube for them. I also post them along with photos on Facebook, more to come, even about Unpassive.
Oh, that was a conversation I was having with
you. One Global Movement, Unpassive and One Global Movement. Thank you so much. Thank you, John. And that's awesome, of course. It is awesome. And we have our brother, Manoj Jain. Thank you so much, sir, for being that mantle of hope for children here. We appreciate you. And we have Shabash Alam. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. And thank you for your poetic reading here to really inspire us. We highly appreciate you. And let's go down here. If I miss, I know I have 4 eyes, but I can't see well. Okay.
I will let you know if you miss anybody, but you haven't so far.
Okay, John says here, let me read this. It's important. Fight, but fight peacefully for peace for children and everyone in the world.
Absolutely.
Hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart. Thank you so much, John.
Absolutely.
That just breaks my heart. Just do it with peace.
Yes, because we can do it. We can do it.
Yes, we can do it. Thank you.
Former President Mandela didn't pick up any weapons. He never did.
Never. He even loved his enemies and called them because he understood that they never knew what they were doing. People get it. Have you ever imagined getting into a fight without even knowing what it's all about, or trying to hate somebody because somebody told you that this person is this? It depends on the person and the situation. But even so, you can mellow out a fight by walking away in peace without talking or saying anything. So thank you so much, John.
The Bible talks about how a kind word will turn away wrath, right? So
yes,
absolutely.
Thank you. Hello, Nancy. Thank you so much for sending information my way. Very vital information. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the work that you're doing here and behind the scene. And Sister Sharon Bali, who push pin media. Hello, Sister Melanie Mukamugema, Sister Melanie Mukamugema, hashtag Grand Global Movement. The two M and M. Okay?
M&M. That's a candy here, and I love candies.
Yes, M&M. Okay. So peace is a basic requirement for stability, which we must provide for our children to flourish. Our children will thrive in will not thrive in chaos. Yes, our children will never thrive in chaos. Thank you. And we have our brother Biplob KB Roy. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us today. We highly appreciate you. Come again and let us all encourage other people to always join us here so that we can reach every child, right? No child is left behind. And let's go down here. We have our brother, Gutam Howder. Thank you so much. I see the great job that you're doing online with every post you're on it, saying something, doing something. I highly appreciate that. This is the way we educate our children. First of all, beginning with ourselves. Thank you.
Yes.
And for those who leave and never return, for those who return but are never the same, we remember Happy Veterans Day, Happy Armistice Day, Happy Remembrance Day. Thank you so much. Today is Veterans Day in the United States. I was going to bring you the pictures at the end. Thank you so much, Sister Sharon, for thinking about that. Thank you. And if you have a big heart, you can bring peace to the world. Hashtag JJB Tinman, hashtag Big Heart, hashtag Unpassive, hashtag Ashmufare, hashtag Unpassilicious, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart, hashtag Global World Changes, hashtag One Global Movement. Thank you so much, John. Thank you. And let's go down. We have our safety officer, Mr. Cecil Wire. Thank you so much for keeping us safe from the fires. We highly appreciate you. Just like the veterans, you are also a veteran because you fight, you put your life on the line so that you can save others from burning. So thank you so much for that. And let's go down here. Oh, Sister Yvonne Finn disappeared.
It's okay. Something is going on. Something is going on because I was missing the background and now there it is. So yeah.
Yes, okay. And my own background seems to be upside down. Is it?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay. All right. We have our beautiful sister Sanjo. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us again today. We highly appreciate you. And thank you for being that mom for our children. Thank you. And we have Sokuma Maji. If you're new here, you're highly, highly welcome into this global family that is standing up for children and women worldwide. Thank you so much, sir. Come again and encourage your family and others to be here with you. Thank you. And we have Ashish Opandeye. How are you? Thank you so much for extending your love to all of us here in the panel, in Unpassive, and in the chat. We highly, highly appreciate you, sir. Thank you. And then love brings solutions, harmony, peace, and joy into who we are and all we do. Thank you. Certainly. Thank you so much. And we have Sir Kayandari Srinivas. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for always being here. We highly appreciate you. And children of the world also appreciate you. And John. Yes, Mel, the way to peace is through the heart. hashtag JJB Teen Man, hashtag Big Heart, hashtag Unpassive, hashtag Ashmufari, hashtag Unpassilicious, hashtag One Global Movement. Peace be with everyone and all young girls and boys. Yes, thank you, John. And let's go here. We have our beautiful sister, Veronica Ampim. How are you, sis? Thank you so much for joining us here today. How are the children doing? Extend our love and regards to them and all around you. Thank you so much. And let's go down. Okay, we have Manoji Karji. Good morning, Dr. Mundih, and Yvonne Finn, ma'am, John Barilla's Melanie Mukamugema, ma'am Melanie, ma'am Melanie Mukamugema, ma'am. Love you all in there. Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time. Because for me, I will be going like this, like I want to sleep because I know. But thank you so much for supporting children. I appreciate you. And we have Kishan Makawana. If you're new here, sir, thank you so much for joining us. We embrace you into this family. We are standing up for women and children worldwide. We appreciate you. Come again and invite others to be with you. And Nancy here says, families, happy Monday. Let's start giving our children a big thumbs up. Okay? Give them a big thumbs up. Subscribe if not yet done. Turn on the notification bell and share with families and friends. Don't forget, put the big thumbs up right away when you come in so we don't forget, okay? Down here. We have Sukuma Maji. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us again here today. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And we have Rita Mani Day. How are you, Rita Mani? Thank you so much for joining us here today. We highly appreciate you. And come again and encourage others to be here and encourage the children as well. But if they're in school, let us leave them to focus on school. But you can let them go to YouTube and watch, because these are educational materials that we are bringing to our children in different ways from different perspectives. So they can go there instead of watching things that are not good for their eyes, their ear, listening to things that are not good for their ears or their bodies. They can always go there to watch, and they can also teach us on certain things, give us their own point of view. That way we can read and then bring things differently depending on their own perspective as well. So thank you. Hello, Maria Joss. How are you? How was your weekend? Thank you so much for joining us here. We appreciate you. Namaste, Ritamani Day. Namaste. Thank you so much. And lastly, we have hashtag Unpassive, hashtag and diamond for Mr. Ashim Farah. Prayers, love, stars, hashtag vision, hashtag value, hashtag victory. Thank you so much. And we are going to sending virtual hugs for those who need it right now. Everybody needs it. I need it too. Thank you so much. We all need it. All of us need it. Thank you so much, Sister Sharon. And now I'm going to pull out some pictures here to celebrate the Veterans Day. For those who serve, it does not matter who or what they are. It doesn't matter which part of the world they come from. But we want to honor those who put their lives on the line to be sure that we are safe. That is so important for all of us. Yes. And let's go here. Sister Vero says, we can invest in our children's future by teaching them how to save, and we can get them life insurance investment through Index Universal Life, and it covers their life, college, tuition. And yes, I tried to take that exam, and I'm still going to do it because I was doing it thinking about our children and young people. I did not have time to focus on it, and so I didn't pass the exam. So I'm going to, when all of this is done, I'm going to focus and study, and we add it as a tool here. Very important tool for One Global Movement. So no child has to come up in the future with student loan right here like me. Nobody. And therefore, they will start building their generational wealth as well. And this is done in United States and Canada, 2 countries for now.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. It says universal life, but I guess the insurance is universal, but where it's located, where you can get it, it's just several countries.
Yes.
And you're saying it's the West.
Yes,
Canada
and
and the US.
I think they might have added more countries because they do so. It's quite universal, but they do so depending on the accessibility, especially with internet and other things. So that is the big. So
Okay.
eventually, little by little, we will see. Maybe through one global movement, we can just extend it everywhere. We can
Absolutely.
present a petition on behalf of our children to the
Yes.
insurance company. We can do that. We can
Yes.
petition as
Yes.
mothers for them
Yes.
to do it, and
Exactly.
it can work. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Absolutely. Good
Yes.
idea.
We are so in it to win it. Okay, let me pull this here and let us respect those that serve to keep us safe.
Yes. Very important. We must always show gratitude, you know?
Of course, of course. Okay, now here we go. We have. Are you guys seeing?
Yes, we are. I'm
Okay.
seeing it.
Thank you, veterans, for your service. We salute
Yes,
you.
we salute you.
Yes. And
Yes.
we have, you see the young people that serve, including young
Wow.
women. See that?
Yes.
We salute
Yes.
her. Thank you so much.
Salute you. Yes.
This is another man here.
Another young
We
man.
salute you. And we have this. We salute you.
We
And
salute you.
yes. And we have, look at the horses.
And
So on Veterans Day celebrated here, you have people on horsebacks and they are riding and really, really paying tribute to those that serve us. So thank you so much
yes.
for that. And then
Yes.
we have this. They're putting the flowers on the graves, which is something
Yes.
that we all should pay tribute to those that
Yes.
serve. So thank you
Yes.
so much, sir, for doing that. And we have
Mhm.
Veterans Day. I served at the Veterans Hospital for 6 months because
Yes.
I wanted to really pay true tribute is in action, not just by words. So I
Yeah.
served for 6 months to really help them. Some of the young men, they didn't want me to go because we were talking and laughing and doing things. They said, "Can you do it again? Don't go."
Was this a volunteer position you took, or was it?
I volunteer
You
position.
volunteered. Yeah.
Just to volunteer for 6 months, and that really helped me a lot. I learned a lot, and I think they also benefited a little something from me. But I
Of
learned
course,
a lot.
because it's a transfer of knowledge, right? Yes,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another young man. The Veterans Day,
Yes.
we salute you. Thank you. And here says, may all veterans feel the deep respect and recognition they deserve today. Your service means the world
to us,
Happy
literally. Yes.
Veterans Day. It does mean a lot, and we pray that God should continue to guide, lead, and protect them in their service to humanity. We appreciate all of them.
Yep.
And
You know.
good morning.
Ah.
The secret of freedom is courage.
Very nice. I like that.
Yes, 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 yes. And all let us give thanks and a hand clap to Sister Sharon for really doing all of this. But we thank all our veterans. I know my grandfather was a police officer as well. He served Cameroon for a very long time. And I know a lot of us, whether they are close to us or not, we have families that serve, but all together,
absolutely, yes.
We appreciate all of humanity for keeping us safe. Thank you.
Yeah.
And so we have come to the end of today's webinar, and Melanie Mukamugema.
Really, you should know her name by now.
Sometimes I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
I'm teasing you. It's a big name.
I think you can now pronounce my name very well.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to try to do everything.
Yes. I just want to add on what Melanie has said when she was talking about keeping little things with us in order to do this work. It's very important. It's very important because we cannot rely in asking. There is a proverb that I like, which says that instead of giving someone fish, it's better to teach him to fish.
Yes,
of course.
So that he can get it from himself. So what we have definitely to do is that we need to go to Samaria to preach. It's very important to reach out to those women who are carrying children out there, to teach them, to train them what to do so that they can feed their children. I have gone under such problems also. When I wanted to reach out to people, I will also run behind women in church, you know, give. We need to do this, so and so. So chasing money, so we need really to learn how to keep little for us to be able to do something. It will help us in the future. So thank you very much for this presentation. It has actually taught me a lot. And I think each and everyone who has followed today is inspired by today's presentation. Thank you very much once again.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Until tomorrow, walk great. We love you all and see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Love
Thanks
you
for
all.
coming. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Sister Yvonne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
all.
Bye-bye, Sister Yvonne, Sister Melanie's.
Thank you. Guys.